Hi guys, it's Jay from Mayaba's Wins. I'm here again to do your reading for October 2019. If you guys haven't seen my previous videos, I'm a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition, so my readings are a little bit different from most online. I'll be reading with the Orisha Tarot card, and I'll be interpreting the cards via an Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective. And then from there, I go into reading Sacred Odu. And so basically in my tradition, in West African tradition, Odu is a sacred doctrine that is ancient, that has been passed on through hundreds and hundreds of years in an oral tradition. And so it basically governs our day-to-day life, and it helps us to fulfill our destiny in the most positive way possible. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a quick prayer, go into reading tarot cards, and then midway, I'll go into the advice section. Some of the information may resonate with you, all of it may resonate with you, or none of it may resonate with you. You just take what you need and leave the rest, okay? All cancers are not going to be the same. They're going to be different. Things are going to be happening to them at different times. You have cancer placed at different parts of your chart, your astrological chart. So therefore, things are going to be different, all right? This is a general reading. Just keep that in mind, all right? So let me get started with a quick prayer, and we'll go from there. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, the guardian angels of the Cancer Collective water sign, whose birthdays range from June 21st to July 22nd. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Cancer Collective water sign, whose birthdays range from June 21st to July 22nd. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Cancer Collective water sign, whose birthdays range from June 21st to July 22nd. I come before you here today as a vessel to channel your information for your Cancer children. I pray that the information that you grant us here tonight flows accurately and abundantly. I pray that all of the information that you give your children, spirit guides, and protections of the Cancer Collective water sign, I pray that the information is helpful. It will help your children to fulfill their dreams and accomplish their goals, remove all the blockages and obstacles from their path, and break the invisible ties and chains that attempt to bind them and hold them back. We thank you. We pray for your spirit's upliftment, evolution, and enlightenment. We pray that you will guide them and help them to fulfill their destiny in the most positive way possible. We honor you and praise you, and we thank you. Modupwe. Let's see if there's any other cards. Okay, guys. So we're going to get started. Make sure there's no other cards that flipped. Great. All right. So I'm going to first start with presenting you the cards, and then I'll weave in the story. Okay, so the top row all came reverse, and then the bottom came upright. So I'll start weaving in the upright story. Just keep in mind that the energies that come up can last several days, several weeks, or several months, and it's based on your spiritual evolution, okay? So if you're really spiritual, you're doing mantras, praying, meditation, yoga, things of that nature. A lot of the challenges and issues that come up will resolve itself much faster than if you're not in any particular spiritual tradition, okay? So first card, the village. Oh my gosh, this is the village. You see that this is not a good scene. The village here is the equivalent to the tower in traditional tarot, okay? And so the tower talks about a pretty abrupt ending or falling apart of something. But here in Orisha Tarot, you see that the village has been plundered. It's like there's fires everywhere. It's chaos. It's mayhem. In my tradition, we call chaos araye. All right, so there could be a lot of chaos happening right now. It could have happened in the past, it could be happening presently, or it may happen in your near future for the month of October. Okay, so just keep your eyes open. Spirit is saying. Remember, I call down your spirit guides and protections. These are the cards that they selected for you, and so I'm interpreting what is in the cards, okay? Also, too, I'm warning you to be mindful of fire in your house. Don't leave candles unattended. Watch for any frayed wires, any animals or mice chewing on wires that could cause a fire, any faulty wiring or things that needed to be repaired by an electrician. Definitely get that repaired because there's fire here. So just be mindful of that. Also keep in mind that whatever this tower moment is that has happened or that will be happening, there could be more than one victim involved here. Okay, this is a whole village, so everyone could be impacted by whatever this is that's happening, and we'll explore this a little more. The next thing that came was karma. So karma, you see here, you see the scales hanging from an ankh. The top of the ankh represents the uterus, the womb, and then the bottom represents the male phallic symbol. Okay, and then you have a woman, an older woman, and then her when she was younger, and you see the scales, and you see God's eyes, the divine's eyes, the most divine's eyes here. And so basically, Spirit is saying that they are watching you. They're watching you. They're watching all the good that you've done. They're watching all the bad that you've done. And so basically, karma is here. Karma is present. Okay, it came reverse. So it could be that that tower moment came as a result of your karma coming back to bite you. It's as a result of karma. So you definitely have to be mindful of what you put out there. All right. And you want to keep your heart as light as a feather. You don't want to, be violating people and hurting people because that karma is going to come back around. And it could be that you're suffering from this tower moment, this village moment as a result of the karma that you put out. Okay. So just be mindful of that. The next card that came is the Eight of Fire. The Eight of Fire is actually the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands in traditional tarot talks about a message is coming fast. Something is coming fast. It's aggressive. It's unstoppable. It's non-stop. It's moving towards you. Okay? In Orisha Tarot, you see that there's volcanoes erupting. There's multiple volcanoes erupting. No bueno. Okay? This is letting me know that there could be tempers that are out of control. Okay? Yeah, granted, Cancer, you guys are water signs. It doesn't excuse you from having tempers. So it could be that your temper is volatile. It could be that something happening in your life right now is highly volatile. Okay, and that you have to move with caution. Okay, this card did come. It did come reverse. So this could have happened recently, or it could be about to happen. Be mindful. You also got to be careful of explosions happening inside your body. That could be like aneurysms, embolisms, I think, like that. Things like that happening in your body, like explosions. So be very careful of feeling like, getting headaches, losing your eyesight. You definitely got to go to the doctor for that. Manage your stress levels because something is highly volatile here. Although it came reverse, the energy is still volatile. So just be mindful of that. You got the Ten of Fire. So the Ten of Fire is the Ten of Wands. Wow, you got a lot of fire. Okay. So the Ten of Fire is actually the Ten of Wands. And that in traditional tarot talks about you carrying a very heavy burden. Like you're tired. The struggle is real. All right. And this Orisha tarot, you see him walking over hot coals. Okay, and it hasn't been an easy road. It hasn't been an easy journey. But if you put your mind to it, you can do it. He's focused and he's walking. Who in their right mind would walk over coals? It's someone who's focused, who believes that they can do it. So Spirit is saying, like, you had struggles, but the card came in reverse. So it's saying, Spirit is saying that, like, you're actually putting your mind to it and you're doing it. You're getting through these times, whatever these times are. When you feel like it's just too much for you to handle, paying the bills, running the house, handling all the responsibilities of the house, being the boss at work, handling all the responsibilities at work, you're just feeling overwhelmed. Spirit is saying you have the mental to get through it. You can do it. All right. And so this card came reverse. So things may be hot right now. Or it could have been hot in the past, or it could be getting hotter and volatile as the days move further into October and potentially into November. The Spirit is saying, stay cool, stay calm. You can do it. The next card that came reversed is the Ten of Water. So the Ten of Water is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is the beautiful card. It's love and it's happiness, it's bliss, okay? Marriage, family, just pure and unadulterated happiness, okay? This card, you see fish in the water. It came reverse. All right. So right now, it may not be such happy times, or it could not have been such happy times in the recent past. Okay. Or you could be approaching these times coming up where it's not so happy. The card came reverse. Okay. So you definitely should take precaution. There's water here. This is your only water card, but also be mindful of drinking. Um, Drinking too much. Be very careful of that. Also, because you have a lot of fish here. Fish in my tradition, fish in most Afro-Caribbean cultures, African American cultures. When people dream of fish, it means fertility. It means a baby is coming. So it could mean that this card came reversed. Maybe you were pregnant and you lost it. Maybe you had a miscarriage. Maybe there was an abortion. Or if you're pregnant now, you have to be very, 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 very careful of miscarrying. All right? Because the card came reversed. Yemaya, which is the Orisha, it's a female aspect of God. And Yemaya is the energy that owns all of the oceans of the world. Yemaya is the mother of everyone in the world. Yemaya represents wealth and family and relationships and children, fertility, abundance, okay? So Yemaya's energy is really strong here. So we'll see if Yemaya comes up in your Odu. Just be careful if you are pregnant. because there's potential for you to lose that baby. Okay. So just make sure you're not under a lot of stress. You're getting regular checkups. Okay. Because with this village moment here that came upright, you either just went through something or you're about to go through something. So you got to brace yourself. All right. Now, the positive of all of this, you have the Ace of Air, the Ace of Swords. That means new beginnings. That means the truth is going to come. Okay? Traditional tarot. Here, you have the White Dove. Birds are messengers. Okay? They deliver messages. This represents spirit. Spirit is speaking. Spirit is here. I call forth your spirit guides and protections. And they're here and they're making themselves be known. Keep in mind, keep an eye out for seeing white birds, white doves, white pigeons, white birds, okay? Because that's the sign, that's spirit letting you know that they're there and they're watching you, okay? This is signs from the heavens above. This is signs from the spirit realm. So they're letting you know that whatever struggles, problems, issues, concerns, worries that you had, spirit is here and they're going to help you to take care of it. So don't worry. Things are going to work out. Then you had Two of Earth. The Two of Earth is actually the Two of Coins. And traditional tarot talks about juggling two people, two things, two responsibilities, two jobs, juggling money. Okay, here you used to have this spiritual creature that in African tradition, there's myths about this particular creature. Okay, and so it could be that there is phenomena that's taking place around you, um, and things of that nature. So just keep your eyes open for phenomena that may be taking place around you. Also, if you're juggling two things, spirit is going to help you to juggle. Okay, it's going to be able to help you to manage the things that you feel overwhelmed about in life. All right, so you want to get a pen and paper to write with, because I'm going to go into the advice section of this and see how everything ties in together. I do see from the cards that, there's going to be some intense actions that take place. Okay. And so they can be a bit forceful at times. So be prepared. Be in prayer and meditation, whatever it is you believe in. Okay. I know there's people that are in a number of different traditions from around the world that watch this. So whatever you believe in, start in prayer and meditation, yogas, meditations. I have mantras featured in my on my playlist that you can check out. Spirit is here and they're watching for you, but you definitely gotta also watch out for the water levels in your body. You may suffer from dehydration, headaches, so you may want to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Be careful of eating a lot of salty food in your diet. You could definitely got to balance that. Okay. So I'm going to pull from Sacred Odu. Odu, in my tradition, it governs our day-to-day life. It helps us to address issues and challenges in our life, and it helps us to fulfill our destiny in the most positive way possible. Okay. So just give me a couple seconds. Okay, I don't know if we're going to do all these. That's a lot. We'll see how much we get through. Okay, so this is the advice portion. So like I said, get ready. The Spirit has a lot of information to offer. Okay. So first message Spirit has to say to you is that the soldier never sleeps during battle. So guys, You may have been through a rough time. Spirit is announcing battle here. This or do that came. This message that's coming from Spirit is a very, very hot, inflammatory energy that's going to be coming into your life if it hasn't already come. So brace yourself and spiritually put on your armor. All right? Because the village is here. Spirit is confirming. You got to be careful with the law and fire. And I told you got to be careful of fire in your house. Can't make this up. Spirit is saying that you may have dreamt of blood. Blood may have come up in your dreams. Your head needs to be spiritually cleaned. You need to wrap your head in white. You need to do white bath, first of all. You can check out my discussion section for the recipe for the white bath. It's very easy. Do the white bath over your head and your body. Wear a white hat. Keep your head wrapped in white. Say prayers. All right, because you could potentially be under attack. We don't know where this attack is coming from just yet, but the message is the soldier never sleeps during battle. So you need to keep your eyes open for enemies. You should not have firearms, no guns or anything at home. Don't carry them either, because we had these explosions here, these volcanoes erupting. Tempers are high. If you carry a weapon, someone sets you off, you shoot them, your life's over. Your life is over. Okay? So Spirit is warning you, keep your head cool. Keep your head cool. Take some coconut water, cool coconut water, pour it on the top of your head, and then wrap your head in white and stay cool, calm, and collected. Spirit is saying you have many enemies. Many. Don't be scared. Spirit is announcing you got enemies. It's better to know than to not know. And then you get hit with a whole bunch of drama. And it's like, oh my God. No, Spirit's warning you. So what are you doing to prepare yourself? Pray. Meditate. Say mantras to protect you against enemies. The Hanuman mantra is a good one. 108 times in the morning, 108 at night. Okay? Spirit is saying that you may have had a dream of something you being on fire. There's a lot of fire energy here. You guys got to be careful of fire. Do not leave candles lit in your house. Do not. Especially if you have children and animals. Don't do it. Okay? Someone has done brujeria. They've done witchcraft. They've done a work on you. They've done spell work, curses, hexes. And I can't tell you what tradition it is. There's spell work and witchcraft in virtually every culture, every race, every tradition in this world. Okay? So Spirit is saying that they have worked you somehow. They've done a trabajo, bilongo, curse, hex, spell, witchcraft, dark magic. They've done something on you. Okay? And they've done it to see you fail materially. They want to play with your money. They're trying to play with your money. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to play with your money and play with your family, your foundation. They want to wreck everything. Okay? And it's all due to envy. You have a lot of people around you that are jealous. It would serve you if you get an eye to wear. You definitely got to get an eye. Buy it on Amazon.com. Get an eye. And typically they say get an eye that is not the color of your eyes. So if you have brown eyes, get an eye that's colored blue or green. The iris or whatever. Okay? You need to get that eye. Smoke it over some frankincense and myrrh. Say prayers over it. You can dip it in some salt water. Say prayers and wear that eye because you got a lot of envy. And that eye, it's mal de ojo. It protects you. So whatever people are projecting onto you, if they're looking at you and they're wishing you evil, it will repel it and send it back to them. Okay? If you're a male, you got to be careful of women trying to tie you down. I'm telling you. If you're a male watching this, there's women that are going to try and tie you down. So be very mindful. Watch them. Okay? If you have problems, it is caused by one of these women that you're dealing with. So you want to be careful of dealing with multiple women. And one of these women is trying to get revenge on you. Maybe that's why things are falling apart. Maybe that's why you're having that tower, that village moment. Okay? Don't speak unless you know what you're talking about, because your mouth gets you in trouble. Your mouth, your tongue can betray you. Okay? Sometimes your tongue has a mind of its own, and your tongue gets caught up in the ego. So you got to be very mindful of that. Your tongue can create a trap for you. It can trap you. It can betray you. So don't speak on things too quickly. Observe with your eyes and listen. Watch. You tend to distrust people who are honest with you, and that's a bad decision. Okay? You tend to distrust people who are really honest with you, and you should try to reevaluate that approach. Okay? Spirit is saying don't wear other people's clothes because you pick up their energy. Okay? Remember, people leave spiritual imprints in their clothes. You can wash the clothes 1,000 times in bleach and detergent. Spiritual imprints stay stuck in the clothing. So do not wear other people's clothing. Okay? Because if that person who you're borrowing clothes for is depressed, who has some kind of work, spirit, spell work done on them, or if they cross someone, okay, then you put their clothes on, then you inherit their bad luck. Simple. Don't wear other people's clothes. That means thrifting. If you like to go to thrift stores, secondhand stores, I'm sorry. Mm-mm. You're trying to stay spiritually clean. Okay? You may be having tower moments because of the energy you're picking up from other people because you're wearing their clothes from secondhand shops. Oh, believe me, I know. I used to love secondhand stores. But when I became initiated as a priest in my tradition, that was shut down because it's about being spiritually clean, having the clarity to move forward. And you can't do that when you're bombarded with other people's energies on you and around you. Okay? Spirit is saying don't wear stripes. For some reason, the stripes will get you in trouble. Do not wear stripes in your clothes if you can help it. Wow, you cannot make this up. Spirit is saying that when you get angry, blood rushes to your head. Okay? And you could potentially lose sight. And what's worse, you can have explosions. You can have that aneurysm. Okay? Things exploding in your head. Please be very careful of your temper. You got to stay cool. Wear lots of white. Wear your head wrapped in white or a white hat. Do the white baths and stay cool because the temper is not good. Your blood pressure can be extremely high. I told you you got to watch eating salty stuff. Watch your water intake because you could have an explosion in your body. Okay. Um, if you're a man, you could suffer from impotency. Okay. I know, and this is not for all men. This could just be for a few men. If you suffer from impotency, there is a product that you have to look online. It comes from South America. You may want to investigate that product to see if that will resolve your impotency issues. Okay. Um, and basically, Spirit is saying that you can lose your virility, your sexual um, abilities being out in the street. I don't know if you do street work, you could potentially get shot, beat up, hit by a car. So Spirit is warning you, be very careful. Okay? No bullying. And at this time, you should not wear red. Don't wear any red. Red is a hot color. Red is loaded with energy. Okay? Red, they've done psychological studies on how red can incite um, anger, violence, activity, hyperactivity. Okay? No red. Wear a red and white band around your waist. but mostly white. Someone is wanting to accuse you of something. And basically Spirit is saying life is a battle now. I know. Or you're going to be approaching a battle. You cannot take a break. You always must be aware of what's happening in your life. Spirit is saying do not take a break at this time. You have enemies gunning for you. Okay? Now if you're in that street life, then gunning for you could be literal gunning for you, or it could be that you got people looking for you. If you're just a regular person, you got people who are jealous of you and trying to bring you down. Okay, and you could think, oh, I'm minding my own business. I don't do anything to anyone. It doesn't matter. There are people that are out for you. Okay, you're paranoid. You're paranoid, some of you, because you've had near death experiences. All right, and I know it's scary, but Spirit is here to protect you. But Spirit is saying sometimes you can be the cause of your own problems. So you got to start going into meditation and prayer to shut all of that chaos. In my tradition, we call it araye. Get rid of all that chaos and confusion by praying. Okay? If you're a man, Spirit is saying that some of you are never satisfied with your woman. You're never satisfied. You're always picking, or there could always be something better. But just be careful because you could lose someone very valuable. Okay? Spirit is saying that you would benefit from mopping your house out with hot water and mopping in with cold water. Pour ice in that water to make it extra cold and mop in your house from the front door. Mopping cold. Mop out with hot. From the back of your house to the front with hot. And throw it out the door. Then do another bucket of water with ice water. And mop in with cool water to keep things calm in your house. It's showing the village. Everything's on fire. It's hot. So to keep things cool spiritually in your house, Spirit is saying they want you to mop your house out with hot water. Don't do it so hot that you're burning yourself. Hot water and then mop in with cool water. Okay? Ice cold water. Because this letter is hot that came. You got to be very careful with your blood and anger. Okay? Um, Spirit is saying that there's a war between men and women. There's a war between men and women here. I don't know what that war is. Only you know what that war is. But a war is coming. At the same time a war is coming, matrimony is announced. So I don't know if someone proposed to you, or maybe there was an engagement and then the engagement was called off. But marriage is somewhere in this message. Men are at war with women. So if you're a man watching this, you could be at war with a woman. And it mentioned being at war with women in the other Odu that came up. You definitely have to check your blood for blood diseases. So go to the doctor, get your blood checked. It's warning of that. Spirit is saying that there are dark spirits that may attach to you. Okay, so you definitely got to do a spiritual cleaning. You got to burn sage in your house, say lots of prayers, do your spiritual baths because there are some dark spirits somewhere. Okay, do not tell your secrets. Either you or your mate may have heart problems. So that's another reason why you need to go to the doctor. Spirit is saying you need to go to the doctor and get your heart checked. Okay, it's either you or your mate. Watch for people blowing powders on you. Be careful of where you eat. Where you eat, they could put something in your food. Okay, they could slip something in your food. They could put words over your food to make you sick. So be careful at this time. Be careful of trusting someone that you had a tragedy with. All right. At this time, they're a little shaky. They may be a little compromised. So be careful of trusting people. If you're a man that's watching this reading and you're a straight man, you're heterosexual, you may tend to have a lot of women and a lot of children. So just be mindful that that can bring some challenges and problems to you. Okay. And then the next card is one man's garbage is another man's treasure. So one of the messages in that is, you could basically treat people like garbage and think they're not worth anything, and then they leave you, and they're actually appreciated and treated like solid gold by the next person. So you got to be careful of how you treat people, because you can lose them. Spirit is warning you of this for October. Don't keep garbage in your house, okay? Because garbage can also pull dark energies. Clear out all the garbage in your house. Don't leave empty boxes, empty bottles. Spirits hide in those things. It pulls negative energy. Spirit is saying, again, check your head and your brain. Be very, very careful. You may also be at risk for getting an operation. So you definitely have to go to the doctor. Don't do favors for people. You may have trouble sleeping, okay? Um, and it's saying that a spouse or a mate or your partner may have left you, or they may be on the verge of leaving you. So be careful. Spirit is also announcing that you may have a sick child. Okay. So definitely take your child to the doctor to get a checkup. Or if your child is complaining of illness or pain or whatever, definitely don't dismiss that. Take your kid to get checked. Clean your house ASAP. Okay. Spiritually. And be very careful at night. There's spirits of the night that are out that look to take people's souls. Okay. And this is a very real energy. So Spirit is warning you of going out at night, because you can get spiritual hitchhikers that come home with you and that can haunt your house, that can um, break relationships up, can make you sick, can cause sickness, can cause you to lose a job and everything. So be very careful. Do not lend your clothes out to anyone, okay? Because they can do work on your clothes, or you can pick up their spiritual energy and their bad luck, okay? And Spirit is also saying at this time, do not sleep in the dark. I don't care if you like sleeping in the dark. Certainly don't have your kids sleep in the dark. That's torture, okay? It's because you may have spirits, or you may be attracting dark spirits that are low level spirits that have no good intention for you. Okay, they mean to pull you down and bring on sobo, bad luck, bad energy. Okay, so you do not want to allow them any place to hide. So you want to keep night lights on throughout your house. And Spirit is saying you may have a spirit in your house that's causing disturbances, that's causing you to have bad dreams, that's causing you to toss and turn at night, that's causing your children to wake up at night. You're hearing movement in the house when you know everyone is sleeping. Um, Also, Spirit could be announcing pregnancy. I told you this card talked about pregnancy, but you definitely got to be careful with the pregnancy, like I said earlier. Also, Spirit is talking about that potentially, did your mother pass? If your mother passed away, you definitely need to say prayers for her. If your mother is alive, go see about her, because Spirit is talking about there could be a mother that's ill or on the way to transitioning into the spirit realm. So just be mindful of that. Um, and just be mindful. Don't get involved in other people's problems. Please don't, because you're trying to clean up your own stuff right now, and you don't need that in your life. But Spirit is saying money is coming, and you have your spirit. The spirits are talking through this dove, which represents your guardian angels. The angels are speaking. So just be mindful of that amidst all these things that were spoken about, that Spirit is here to protect you. And watch drinking and alcohol and drugs. Remember, the soldier never sleeps. So if you're under the influence of alcohol and drugs, you're not awake. You're not able to fight battles. People can take advantage of you, and spirits can take advantage of you. Why do you think they call alcohol spirits? Because it lowers your vibration and it opens you up to become more vulnerable to getting possessed by spirits that will make you do things you wouldn't normally do. Oh, it's true. So you got to stay on point for the month of October into November. until you work things out spiritually. Wipe baths, smoke your house out, clean it out. Watch who you have over your house. Stay spiritually clean. I'm going to pull some archangels cards to see what your archangels have to say in closing, and then we'll go from there. So just give me a couple of seconds. It's too many cards. We'll take the one that flipped. Okay. So the message, which angel is speaking to you? Archangel Michael. So you got the big kahuna, the big boss, okay, of all the archangels. So Archangel Michael is saying, what? You are safe. Look at that. You can't make that up. Your angels are here protecting you. But you got to heed the spiritual advice. Just because our Archangel Michael is saying you're safe doesn't mean you don't need to do any work. The spirits came to give advice. You do the advice, and you're going to be safe. Okay, let's read it. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. Wow, this is amazing. All right. So even amidst this tower moment that you have had, or you're about to have, and amidst all your enemies and these challenges with spirits in your house, your enemies about, your angels are protecting you. But you got to do the work. You got to do the work to maintain the array, to maintain the blessings. Okay? The next angel that's speaking, wow, you got another big kahuna, Gabriel. And Gabriel's talking about leadership. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So you may see yourself alone, but people are looking to you because of your strength and your energy. So Archangel Gabriel's telling you to stand up. Stand up. Pick yourself up and do what you need to do to claim your blessings. People are looking towards you. They're following you. They're watching you. That includes your children, if you have children. Okay, so, the angels are sending messages, but you definitely got to do the work. And you can't just sit back, because one of your odues, the messages that Spirit was saying, the soldier never sleeps. I will see you in a couple of weeks for your November 2019 reading.